Welcome back to Navigar Bisaya. If you're new to this channel, I'm Robert. In this video, I will show you how to enroll your onboard training, formerly BS, online. Topics are the legal basis of the OBT enrollment, the quality management process, the requirements, documentary requirements to be prepared before enrollment, when to enroll your onboard training, and how to enroll your onboard training. Subscribe to this channel so that you can be notified when we upload a new video. This video also is requested by Bats Neredes 2020. So without further delay, let's hop into my computer. Enjoy and learn. Legal basis. GC-MC 01 series of 2019, known as the Joint CEBU Circular 01 series of 2019, Article 1, Section 22, Policy Standards and Guidelines for Bachelor of Science in Marine Transportation and Engineering Program. 22.1 states, MHEI or the school shall ensure that all students in BSMT and BS-MARITIME programs who have completed classroom instruction for onboard training or OBT shall be provided with OBT slot to finish their study and be granted with corresponding degree thereof. 22.2 states, students who opted not to pursue or undertake the required onboard training for whatever reason shall be required to execute a duly notarized affidavit of undertaking stating clearly the reason or reasons for not pursuing such requirements. Legal basis. Annex B, Section 3 of GC-MC 01 series of 2019, titled The General Requirements. 3.1 states the MHEI shall have a clear and comprehensive system covering the implementation of onboard training requirements within its QHS, which shall cover, among others, proper arrangement and coordination and supervision of onboard training for their student. And 3.2, the OBT agreement or cadet agreement. The MHEI shall ensure that an OBT agreement between the ship owner and manning agency on one hand and the student and the MHEI on other hand, written in English language, shall be executed before the commencement of onboard training and submit a copy to CED Office of Programs, Standard and Development. And 3.3, the MHEI shall ensure that the OBT shall be enrolled before commencement of seagoing service or before embarkation. Students who may not enroll the OBT prior to embarkation can still enroll. However, the onboard training shall be counted only from the date of enrollment. The onboard training quality management process, pre-embarkation activities. In order to ensure that the UC-MARITIME education program, as well as the student, can accomplish the requirements set by the CEBU Joint Circular Series of 2019, the following seminars and workshops are conducted by the Onboard Training Office every semester as follows. This is for all students which is on BSMT and BS-MARITIME program. Seminar 1, 1 month after the start of the student 5th semester of the program. Introduction to the Onboard Training Program of UC-MARITIME Education Program Seminar, which is a student orientation of the structure and core processes of the OBT program. Activity 2. 2 months after the start of the students' sixth semester of their program. The Pre-Embarkation Documentary Requirements Seminar, which is a seminar on necessary document for onboard training, embarkation plan, and schedule of submission of document and how to comply the requirements. Activity 3. 3 months after the start of the students' sixth semester of the program. The Pre-Onboard Training Orientation Seminar, which is a seminar on the UC-Maritime Education Program process and procedure on the following segment under onboard training. First segment, the pre-onboard training. Second segment, while on his onboard training, and the post-onboard training of the student. Activity 4. Documents registration, which is 3 months after the start of the student's sixth semester of their program. Activity 5, a workshop scheduled weekly after the date of recognition of every student. Activity 6, the assessment of the seminars and workshop to ensure that all students have enough knowledge on the onboard training program and processes of the University of Cebu Maritime Education Program. Then activity 7, company selection. In this activity, the student will select a company for onboard training. The company selection. In this activity, the student will select a company for their OBT slot assignment. So this is the process of the Office of the Onboard Training, Part B, to ensure that the requirements of Section 22.1 and 2 of GCMC 01 Series of 2019 can be completed by both school and student. In this activity, the student will select a company. The company selection for assigning to them an OBT slot. These are companies that has either with an existing memorandum of agreement, memorandum of understanding, school associated companies which had already a mutual understanding with the school that they will accept school recommended recognized student that can comply the company standard and requirements. This is the flow chart for cadet company selection for OBT. They will start here, selecting a company for student. You will start from here. If you selected a company, you will be presented with the names or list of the company with the requirements. Once you selected a company, you will accomplish the company requirements. Once you have accomplished the company requirements, you proceed to your onboard training office and submit all the requirements and request for an OBT endorsement to the company. Then after you get the endorsement, you proceed to the company and submit all the requirements with the OBT endorsement. And then once you are accepted by the company, secure a notarized cadet agreement. With this notarized cadet agreement, you can now enroll your onboard training. So I will repeat. Select a company, Once you selected the company, you will be given a list of names of company. You accomplish the requirements of the company, then submit it to the onboard training office and request an endorsement. Once you have the endorsement, you submit it to the company. Then, once you're accepted by the company, secure a notarized cadet agreement. With this notarized cadet agreement, you can now enroll your OBT or onboard training. But if you are not accepted, for whatever reason, bring that document for review back to your onboard training office. And then, after the review, you have to follow to submit to the company all the reviewed documents. Once you're accepted, secure a notarized agreement, then enroll your OBT. If you decide not to accept or not to select a company, which is no, then you have to execute an affidavit of undertaking. A duly notarized affidavit of undertakings that clearly states the reasons of not pursuing your OBT as a requirement of Section 22.2 of GCMC 01 Series of 2019. So, possible reasons: you decided to take another educational program, or you shift, you have already a company, or you have to defer your onboard training as you have to work full-time to raise money for your training requirements, or other valid reasons. So I repeat, if you don't select a company, you will execute an affidavit of undertakings. A duly notarized affidavit of undertaking stating clearly the reasons for you not pursuing your onboard training as a requirements of Section 22.2 of GCMC 01 2019. These are the example of reasons you decide to take another educational program. You have already a company. You have to defer your OBT as you have to work full time to raise money for your training requirements, or other valid reasons. So this is the flow chart. Documentary requirements for enrolling your onboard training, formerly called BS. Number 1, enrollment form. Number 2, notarized cadet agreement. Number 3, SIPS particulars, company copy. Number 4, accounting clearance. If you have any concerns about the requirements, you can email to us at obto.matc@uc.edu.ph or obtpm-matc@uc.edu.ph. You can also call us on the following numbers: +63 32 262 0557. That's +63 32 262 0557, direct line. You can also use our trunk line at 262 8888. That's 262 8888. Connect to our trunk line 101. You may also use our chat at shipboardtraining.com. When to enroll your onboard training, or BS. This is Annex B of GCMC Circular Number 01 Series of 2019. According to Section 3, the general requirements, MHEI or the school shall ensure that OBT shall be enrolled before the commencement of the seagoing service. Meaning, your onboard training shall be enrolled before the commencement of your onboard training or prior to your embarkation. Again, your onboard training shall be enrolled before the commencement of your seagoing service or onboard training or prior to your embarkation. So, what will happen to those students that did not enroll their OBT or onboard training before embarkation? Students who may not have enrolled the OBT prior to embarkation can still enroll. However, the OBT shall be counted only from the date of enrollment. Be very careful not to forget to enroll your OBT prior to your embarkation, as it is clearly stated, onboard training will be counted only upon enrollment. For example, you already completed your 12 months sea service, but you forget to enroll your onboard training. That 12 months sea service cannot be counted for onboard training because you did not enroll your onboard training. As it is clearly stated that onboard training shall be counted from the date of the enrollment, from the date of your onboard training enrollment. How to enroll your onboard training? Remember, the enrollment of onboard training is before embarkation or before you commence your seagoing service or prior to embarkation. There are two ways to enroll your onboard training. The first one is on-site, meaning you will report to the school, go to the registrar, get the form, and process the form. It's very simple. The other one is online. When using online on your browser, at the address box, type shipboardtraining.com, like that one. Then press enter. You will be brought to the website, to a website where you can use forms to enroll your onboard training. On the left sidebar, this one, there are several forms. In the second form, UC-MARITIME OBT BS enrollment and OBT update for Filipino. So you double click that, then you will be bring to the form. I said here, onboard training BS enrollment for UC-MARITIME Filipino student only. You will receive the final instruction after you submit the form. So now, here, you will select new OBT enrollment with company, onboard training update, or change vessel. So, you always use the new. After choosing new, go directly to the ID number and fill it. Valid email address is very important because we will communicate only to this email. then the course and date of recognition. Your course, your program, BSMT, BS-MARI, and the date of recognition. Then full name, last name, first name, middle name. Then your address and contact number is very important also. And date of embarkation. Date of embarkation. Then name of the ship. Name of the ship, port of registry or nationality of the ship or flag, full name of master and chief engineer. You wrote foreign, domestic, or both foreign and local. Type of ship, then for BSMT, gross tonnage and net tonnage. For BS-MARI, BHP, brake horsepower and kilowatt. Then here, type the name and address and contact number of your company or local agency. Then you complete the reCAPTCHA like that. Then after you complete, submit your form. After submitting your form, you must check immediately your email as we automatically give instruction as a response for your submission. Follow that instruction and we will communicate with you within 24 hours. Thank you and good luck.